Hey, gang, this is Andy with the Facebook Live TV show. Thank goodness it worked this time. I'm using BeLive. We're using the scheduler, as you probably imagine, where you can schedule a Facebook live video using BeLive. It's right in the app when you're going in there. If you haven't began using BeLive.tv yet, you got to use it. I would really love to have you take one of my affiliate links. Oh, look at my shirt. I must have the green screen setting on my Mimo Live. I'm going to actually turn that off if I can without, watch, immediately it'll go away. There it goes. All right. So BeLive TV, it's free. And again, I'd rather, of course, make money and give you something where I have an affiliate link and that you charge, they charge you, a couple $100 and I'd get like a penny from that. But the BeLive platform, BeLive, it's killing it with the stuff that we're able to do right now. And we're able to schedule. Because I'm able to schedule, I'm going to test something in just a few minutes once I start telling you about the mastermind and why a mastermind group is really important. And we're going to test this new process that I have. And then once I know that it works and once I try it a few more times, that kind of stuff, I hate to recommend something without really knowing that it's something good, because then sometimes I get feedback later on. Hey, you shouldn't have told me about that stuff. It really stunk. And it's happened. It's happened a couple times. Like I tried to get in there and they have lousy customer service, or it didn't work for me. And, I keep trying to do Facebook Live using this other platform and it's just not working. So I want to try to be aware of what the good sides of it are and the negative sides and that kind of stuff. But we're going to test it in just a few minutes. But the purpose for this Facebook Live TV show is that, hey, John North is on. I just got done with John North. Here we go. And so again, here's one great thing about BeLive is that you can, I wonder why his picture didn't come. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one. There you go. There's his picture. So John North and I just got done with an interview. Evolvepreneur, the summit is going on right now. If you're not aware, hey, John North, go ahead and put your link in there so people can get involved. You can't get, I'm going to have to share that. He just asked me what's for lunch because I was eating during the entire broadcast that we were just on using Webinar Jam. I was starving. I had not had a chance to eat. So anyway, John, go ahead and post your link that people can get into Evolvepreneur. It is fantastic. It is a great, great program that you're not going to want to miss. So there's the link. Click on that. Get inside. I got a virtual summit going on right now. Right now, right? It is going on. And there's so much marketing brain power coming through this program. I was one of the guests that was speaking, and somebody mentioned about being the dumbest in the room, and I didn't want to say anything, but I really truly think that I was not the smartest person in the room, because there was some great stuff happening in there and things that people were talking about. So you definitely want to be there. Oh, there's also $4,000 in prizes. Well, let me make sure and put that up. There's $4,000 in prizes at evolvepreneur.biz/opt-in-vs-share and win. Share and win. All right, so make sure and do that. $4,000. Hey, Dean. All of us together are smarter, more creative than what? Than any one of us alone, right, as a group. And that's what we're going to talk about masterminds in just a few minutes. Some great stuff's coming in here from the guys that are watching. What I love about BeLive.tv is that I can see the comments, I can comment back, I can post the comments, I can hide them, I can put an on-screen thing like this. We are going to be talking about masterminds. And we're going to put that up, and that will come up, and you can see that. So that could be your lower third. You can put your name up there. There's all kinds of cool things down here. And then I can even comment to all of you down there. And so I can bring this back down. And really, really great platform. You can do a lot of stuff with it. If you want it to be clicked on, you're going to put it in the comments. If you just simply want people to see what it is you're going to be talking about or what your name is. And so, like I said, you can put something like, obviously lower third, so that people can see who you are and show that. So that will become my lower third. Dean writes, has Believe got the 3 feature active yet? Yes. 3 feature. Are you talking about the 3 people on the screen at the same time? Yes, it is working. And then you have people in the green room. So the reason I like Blue Jeans is because you could have like 6 or 7 people on there or something like that. I can't remember what the total is, but you can have a large number of people on the screen in different squares if you wanted to, or below, and then a big screen of whoever's talking and that kind of stuff. And then we were just hoping that, not hoping, we were waiting for the competition to begin building other tools that are like that. I still love BlueJeans. We use it for a lot of other things too, including Facebook Live. But BeLive is coming on strong, and you got the 3 squares. And it could be 3, one right in a row, 1, 2, 3 right in a row, or you can have one big one and then 2 on the side, and you can, I think, 1 on top and 2 on bottoms, and so you can move that. You have a couple different options. I'm not using that at this point, and there's just a simple button you can click on. So the reason I want to talk about masterminds is because we have a mastermind coming up called the Masters. It's actually it's all year round is our mastermind program, because not only do we have our retreats, what we go to about 3 times a year. That can fluctuate based on weather, stuff that's going on, schedules, and that kind of stuff. But 2 to 3 events every year where we go somewhere and get together as a group. So we're going to Victoria, British Columbia, coming up here in May, where we're all going to get together and meet and have classes. It's about 3 days. I say about because we kind of bleed over into the day before and the day after for those of the people that want to stick around. But we are going to be there for 3 days just working on marketing and making sure that we give value to those who are attending and give good classes about anything from, again, Facebook Live to book publishing, book launches, funnels, using lead magnets, to pricing, to building something in a TPNI, and on and on and on. And so that's just some of the stuff. And it is truly an active week. In addition to all of that, we go on special events and tours while we're there. The last couple of events, we went to a winery where I didn't say they closed down the winery. The winery was just totally dedicated to us and wine tastings and touring the winery and that kind of stuff. We did whale watching on that same event, and there was one whale that decided he was going to perform for us for about 2 or 3 hours, jumping out of the water and just performing and dancing in the water. We've been to Aspen, Colorado. We went on bike tours. Where else? Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Can't remember the places. Yosemite. We've climbed domes. It's an incredible thing. So enough about that. The value is in actually helping you be a better marketer for your business and a more profitable entrepreneur. We have bi-weekly phone calls where the group gets together on BlueJeans right now, where we get on video and we talk and we share the screen and we teach, and we have special guests that come in every once in a while, and we learn something new every time we're there. And then we have our membership page that has training videos that all of our members contribute to or have the opportunity to contribute to. And we have, again, everything from how to write your book and the steps that you take to do that, to using some of the tools that are out there and the graphics and that kind of stuff. So, and it's ongoing. And then we have our private Facebook page where we share information and encourage people as we go, and then share anything that other people are doing and try to share them to our fans and our pages so that people can get reach. And so, and I'm sure I probably didn't cover everything. There's a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested, here we're going to try this new thing that I have that I'm using right now. What I want you to do is in the comments, no matter where you're watching this, because I know that some of you are watching it on the Facebook Live TV show Facebook page. Some of you may be watching it in the Mastermind Retreat. Some of you may be watching it in Create a Launch a Profit. In that, wherever you're at, whatever page you're at, I want you to type in the word mastermind, just the word mastermind. And then I want you to tell me whether you get a private message from me in Messenger that has a greeting and also has a link to the mastermind application process. Just type in mastermind in the comment section, and then let me know if you get a message from me immediately that has that information. It'll say, so if it's Dean, if he types in mastermind, he should get a message in Messenger that says, "Hey Dean, thanks for watching, blah 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 blah," and then there should be the link to get into the landing page, which will then lead you to the application process. This is my first time trying it, so it may not work, and so I want to see if it works. Hopefully it will. I'm gonna actually type in myself and see what happens. Hey, it worked! How cool is that? And I even made it so you could type in mastermind as one word or 2 words. And I think that's pretty cool. So it worked for Dean. I wonder if it works in Australia. John North, if you're still on, Type in mastermind. I haven't seen you do that yet. John North, give that a shot. Oops. Let me see if I got a message. I didn't get a message to myself. Maybe it doesn't work for me because I'm typing it for myself, or I'm doing it from BeLive and not from the actual Facebook page. Interesting. Let me try it from this other one. Keep going. If anybody else is on here, wherever you're at, I want you to try it. And then I need to know, I don't know how I'm going to find out whether this doesn't seem to be possible. Oh, that's because I'm trying it on that old post. Very cool. Well, I'm glad it worked for Dean. At least I know that it's doing something. John North Mastermind. Good. Facebook Live TV show. I tried Mastermind. It didn't work for me because I think I'm using it. The link didn't work. Oh, well, that's actually Everett O'Keefe's fault. If the link works for me, nice. Okay, the link itself, I'm going to get on Everett. Let me see. I'm going to grab the link and see. I'm going to post it here. Let me grab it really quick. And I appreciate you guys helping me test this stuff because that's the only way that we're going to find out if this stuff works. There's a possibility that I cut off an A in Victoria towards the end or something like that. So I can't fix it from here because I actually have it set up on another computer. But let me go ahead and post it just in case you do want to see what's in there. I'm so upset that the link didn't work in the gizmo. So if you guys would try the link. Oh, the link works for you, John North? Oh, it didn't work for Dean. Dean, try it again, just to give it a shot. Nice. Nice. So the Mastermind Retreat, this is where you're going to learn this stuff because myself, John North, and of course I'm talking to the people that are watching, we are the ones who actually are trying all this stuff and paying for some of these services to see how they work and get on the inside. I just got off an interview with Robin Phillips of TP&I. That is a tool that I use and have used for many years. I've gotten away from it a little bit, but now I'm coming back because they have some new stuff. And so these are the types of things that we try and bring to you so that you can be more effective. And my hope is that I don't bring stuff and overwhelm you. What my hope is that when I do this is that I can give you what it is you really need, because there's stuff that we buy when we're doing this marketing stuff, right? And whether we're trying to market our own business or we teach other people as a coach, that we absolutely don't need, and we get overwhelmed and we don't. There's programs that I bought that I don't even use, right? And there's probably stuff that you bought that you don't even use. And so what I'm trying to do through these shows, whether it's the Create, Launch, and Profit or the Facebook Live TV show, is to begin to use some of these things and really tell you what they do and then help you decide whether you need to get into them or not. What I do like about TP&I is that it's a bunch of tools with one price. Right, it's a bunch of tools that if you were to take and buy those tools individually, because you can, right? Landing pages, SMS response, autoresponders, MMS autoresponders, email autoresponders, CRM type of stuff, right? That's going on inside. It sends your videos to all of your social media platforms. There's just a lot of different tools. All those things can be purchased individually, but what I like about TPI is that it's one tool, one price, and you get all those things, and they give you lots of training. Robin Phillips is on the internet all the time doing something live. I think it's what's today, Thursday? Every Thursday, excuse me. And the reason John North was making fun of me about my eating, or that I was eating during the Evolvepreneur webcast, and now I'm paying for it because now it's coming up a little bit. All right. But that's our job, right? You know, I think of John, and then of course Dean too. He's teaching people how to market themselves a little better. He's really big in the Facebook Live. If you haven't been following Dean Renfro, you're going to make sure and follow him. You can just click on that link, I'm sure, and you'll find how to follow him. And John North, the same thing. Click on John's link there I see that he's using TP&I for the link that you're going to click on if you don't know what TP&I is. Everett did. Sorry. Let's see. I want to see what John's using, because sometimes it'll be in the address. Now he's smart enough. He's used a link, a personalized link, but I'm guessing that he probably is using some other tool. So that personalized link is probably doing something. Am I correct, John? If I'm not, if you created your own platform that you're able to use your own URLs, that's good. But I have a feeling that he's using a unique personal URL that he's connected to one of the other tools, but you can with ClickFunnels, or oh gosh, Infusionsoft. I almost said Confusionsoft. Infusionsoft, you can create a personalized URL and have it linked to your landing page that's created in another product. Or else it will, like the one Everett has there, that TPNI shows up, and that's right after the connect.tpni engage. TPNI Engage is the name of the company that has the tool where we create the autoresponders and that kind of stuff and landing pages. Oh, you have of course, John North has his own. He's a genius. John North's a genius. And I don't even know how I got to a point where I'm still, way down here, but how I'm even even the same universe with John North, because when I talk to him and he says things about what he's doing, I have no idea what he's talking about, because he's so far over my head that I don't even know what's happening. So yeah, John North, you want to follow John North. You want to follow me first. And it's like, I'm like the first step on the steps to success. And then John and Dean are the next steps up and as we go. So definitely follow those guys. So back to the mastermind. The mastermind is fantastic, because what happens with our mastermind group is we become close. We actually know about each other's spouses and girlfriends and that kind of stuff. We know that they have kids, and we kind of connect. Now, we don't get personal. I don't want to go so far as we get personal, but there becomes this relationship, and we hear about family, that there's some struggle sometimes. We want to make sure and have everybody's family on our mind as they're going through some things. Some of us have elderly parents that are struggling right now or have had accidents, and we make sure and keep them on our thoughts as we're going through the path of success. Part of our success helps us, right? Helps us take care of those family members who are struggling. It allows us to be able to take off time because we can. And so that's one of the great opportunities we have with our own success. If we are struggling ourselves, it really makes it difficult for us to help our family and friends and to help others. And so what we want to do is to make sure that we can, on our way to success, still be available. On our way to success, we still want to keep other people on our mind, and we want to still be a contributor to our community. If we are just so buried in trying to catch up and trying to just make ends meet, then we can't help other people out. We can't be there for our parents when they fall or they get into an auto accident, or God forbid they get cancer or something like that. So it really is a service that we want to provide as members and as partners in this thing called a mastermind group, to help each one of us just get to a point where we don't have to worry. And sometimes it means exchanging the possibility of a client opportunity. So if I have something that I can't do, and a customer comes to me and says, I really want to do this thing, and I go, you know what? There's somebody in my group, my circle of my fellow CEOs, or whatever it is you want to say, what is it called? Board members. I have a board member who knows that thing, right? And they know it like nobody's business. So if I had somebody that was a pastor of a church, and they're trying to look for how is it that we can increase the attention on what it is we're doing and get more people in our seats that need to be there, can you help me with that? And I would say on some level that I can, but I would say, you know what, I'm going to bring in Dean Renfro, who is a pastor who knows this thing, the same thing, this marketing thing, and knows how to bring it to a church environment. He may be a person that we would bring in as part of, he's in my master. He would be in my master. He's not yet, but he's going to be. He's part of our mastermind group, and that would be the first place I would look. Is there anybody in our mastermind group that knows how to deal with church issues? All the things that happen in the church. I've been not an elder, but I've been, in a place in our church over here, in the men's group, that I was kind of looked at as maybe one of the people that were kind of been, some of the guys that were running some of the men's meetings and things like that. And I know the politics. I know the feelings that get hurt. I know budgets. I know stuff that goes on in church. And sometimes you need somebody that knows that inside and out to actually be able to break through it and do marketing that doesn't upset everybody, right? You're going to upset somebody. You just have to know how to do it in a way that upsets the least amount of people, and you can get it done, right? I might not be the person for that. because I don't have the experience that probably Dean Renfro has, right? So if somebody wanted to go, you know what, I want my own platform to send out messages, to use my personal URLs. I don't want to have to use something else. We go to John North, right? I said, John North is part of our mastermind group. You know what? He's the man, right? Why would I go to somebody outside the mastermind group when I need something like that? And right now we have something in the neighborhood of 39 maybe members. If Everett was on, he would know exactly how many members. So we're getting close to 40. Right. So I'm pretty sure that within those 40 people, I can find somebody that I can trust, because we have an application process. If you were able to get through that link and get into the application process is our protection from bringing people into the group that just don't fit. Right. And through that application process, you may find that we're not a fit. Right. And so we want to make sure that when we get that application, that we make sure that, is this a fit? Is this something that would work for us? Is this something that we could all benefit from? Is this person and their knowledge something we can benefit from? And that is really, really important, I think. And that's something we just recently brought in. We cared about before, and we just did it kind of like, well, let's meet and let's have lunch, let's talk. But now we have this application process because we are getting a lot of interest. I think we have 2 to 3 spots open still right now that once they get filled, we are going to put a hold, because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves or have too many people come into the retreats and we can't fit them. And so we're going to be at a limit here with the next 2 or 3 people. So if you have had any interest at all, I would fill out that application, at least get that in, and then see what we can do about getting it at the next retreat, because I think there we have 1 or 2 beds left at that retreat. So, and this doesn't mean that you can't stay somewhere else off the property, but there's nothing better than staying on the property with all of us, because it's an all-day thing, right? We're there for 3 days. When we start waking up, we start talking a little bit about business, right? And we start talking to each other, finding out how people are doing, what it is, what their superpowers are, what they need help with, what their projects are, and say, oh, you have that project? Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. I've been working on something similar. I think we could collaborate. And these things happen at the mastermind retreats. It really doesn't do you any good to go, well, I don't want to tell you what I do. Listen, there are enough potential customers on this planet. You don't need to worry about competition with any of us. Even if all 40 of us did the same exact thing, it wouldn't matter. I've been in rooms with 250 to 300 people all doing the same thing, and we all help each other out. And so just those 40 people is not going to make that much of a difference. Again, if you want more information, if you want to start the application process, type in mastermind in the comment section. You should get a message from me in Messenger, which says welcome and glad to meet you. And then there's a link to start the application process. I'm wondering why Dean's link did not work. Link says I don't have permission. So weird. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to ask Everett to figure that out. But this was the first test. I'm glad that it worked. And I can't see anything wrong. I'm looking at the link right now, and it looks like it's the way it should be. So I will, Dean, thank you for letting me know. I will check. I won't know if anybody else used it on any of the other pages that my Facebook Lives go out to, but I'll be interested to see if it worked in the other platforms. It should, because it's actually a shared broadcast from the Facebook Live TV show. So even though it's shared, I believe that triggering mechanism should work. And what I did, and just so you know, when I do reveal what it is, and you guys probably know what it is, but I don't want to refer it out yet without making sure that it works, and that the people are legit, and that if I have customer service questions, they're going to answer the question. That's the biggest thing. I've advised a couple tools that I use, and well knowing that their customer service was the worst. As a matter of fact, it sucked, right? And so I felt so horrible because, of course, the people that tried it, probably the very first 2 people that tried it, they tried to get help from customer service, and they started typing, what the hell, these people never return any messages. We've sent them messages on Facebook, we sent them messages on Messenger, we've emailed them, we've tried to call them, and nobody's getting back to us. And I go, I'm so sorry, it works for me. And such a pain. If you mention me, I'm off getting food and coffee. Now it's okay for you on my broadcast to eat and get food and coffee, John North? All right. That's okay. All right, John North. Yes, I did talk about you. I don't know if you were saying that if you're leaving now or you just came back. But I was talking about you. But you're going to have to watch the replay to do that because I'm not going to repeat it. It was way too nice. It's way too nice to repeat. As you and I get closer, we'll be talking to each other like Everett and I talk to each other. All right, so if you want more information on the Masters, is a great, whether it's our Masters or not, I would say that our mastermind, that's why it's called the Masters, is probably one of the best on the planet because we have so much. We have that membership site, we have the bi-weekly phone calls, we have the private Facebook page, and then our retreats are above and beyond anything that you can experience. The teaching is outstanding. I know we've had manuals that have been handed out the last couple of times. Everett has done a great job of putting some manuals together and handed those out. The swag bag that you get is amazing, thanks to Verlinda. And Verlinda's a great organizer. Verlinda, organizes the food for the event. We have a chef. We have a private chef that comes, and she cooks every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that way we don't have to go out very often. We do try to get one meal out and go somewhere, but sometimes, depending on where we're at, it may be too far away and would take away from the opportunities of teaching, right? I think we're thinking about doing kayaking. I'm not sure. The kayaking, I think, may have been a little above what you would think that you should pay for kayaking. So I don't know. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to have to take a look at that. But there's going to be some stuff. I guarantee you. It's going to be fun. It's never disappointing. It gets better and better every time, which is going to put a lot of pressure on us who are organizing it. So again, if it's not our mastermind, you definitely should be part of a mastermind. I'm sure John North will agree. I'm sure Dean's part of a mastermind, but I think they should, Dean and John should be both a member of the Masters. Why would they want to be a member of the Kinda Masters, which is what I would consider any other mastermind group? Just kinda, right? We're the Masters, the mastermind, the Masters mastermind group. It means that there's nothing better. Ours is the best. So make sure and click on that link, and we will see you on the inside. Get your applications in. Test out the technology that I'm using right now. Type in the word mastermind in the comment section. Mastermind in the comment section, and that way I can number one, see if it works, and you get my message. And number two, you can see if it works. And then when I've tested it fully, then I can bring it all to you and let you know what it is and how to use it and begin teaching about it, because I think it's a great, great option. You can have this work for just a simple post, just a picture post, or even a word post. Just put a word post. Hey, what do you guys think about, you can type a question in your thing. Are landing pages important? Type yes or no. And then you can have a different response based on what it is they say. If they say yes, you can have a series of responses. You say no, I think you can have a series of responses. Really, you can. I could be speaking ahead of what it is the technology is, but I've seen it. I've seen something like that. But I think that may be the question that comes inside. So say you can have another one. If you really are targeting restaurant owners, you can say any restaurant owner, type food in the comment section. And then anybody that owns a restaurant that will type food in there, they'll get an autoresponder, and they say what kind, and then you can have the question in there, what kind of food does your restaurant serve? And you would type in a specific word, and you could have it set up so that it would recognize Asian food, sushi, Italian, and then you'd have different responses that would trigger based on what it is they said. It is incredible. You could also just simply send them to a landing page where you have a free book, or you have a free white paper, or you have a free course that you're giving away. And I think this is going to be pretty powerful. So I'm going to continue to use it, test it, and we'll see how it works. So join the mastermind. Join our mastermind, the Masters Mastermind Group. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you later, and I will see you in Messenger probably first, but then we'll have some more Facebook Lives and here, and also in Create It, Launch It, Profit. All right, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.